All right, guys. So, I found this pretty surprising, but along with mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku, they also tweeted out the EZAs for STR Dokkan Fest Dragon Fist Goku, as well as Hirudegarn. Both of them. So this is a dual Dokkan Fest. This is New Year's 2023. And I mean, we're easing these boys right now. Again, I do find this pretty surprising that they would tweet this now. I mean, we'll discuss this more in the video going over the upcoming content, but I mean, for them to be given their details right now, I think they probably will release this week. I'm anticipating that we'll be summoning for mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku on the 29th. It would be likely, I guess I would say, that Goku and Hirudegarn will come out on July 31st. I have no idea what's next week, though. Maybe a Super EZA? Maybe there is no characters next week. And then the week after, either this window or this window, is where we could start looking at the Peppy Gal banner, with maybe Arinsu and Pansy, right? That those two characters I think we could see, kind of like girl Daima characters who probably aren't going to be like a Dokkan Fest or something like that, right? So, yeah, we'll see. But I mean, keep in mind, even if this celebration is like a huge, massive flop, I mean, that's irrelevant because Dokkan has a major issue of making the big celebrations better. Like, I'm sorry, but like when there's way less players on the game, which is true, during the Metal Cooler celebrate, like these like in between months, just straight up, Dokkan would be way better off saving resources for the big celebration when players are active on the game. Like straight up, it's just you can make that Metal Cooler celebration the best in the game's history, but if 70% of the player base isn't active, it's pointless, right? So we'll see. All right, so again, we have STR Dragon Fist, his standby, and then member Hirudegarn. Oh, whoops, I didn't line this up properly. I think Hirudegarn goes right here. And then we have Hirudegarn, and then his transformation right here. So let's just jump in. Let's see what these guys are looking like. So Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Over in a Flash, Breaking Form, and Fierce Battle. Sure. Let's see the teams we'll be running Super Saiyan 3 Goku on. I mean, he is, potentially going to be an option here for Beast Gohan. Adult Daima Super Saiyan 4, Int Super Saiyan 4's Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Okay. All right. And then, of course, yeah, he's got the standby as well. Okay. So, 3 key, 250% attack and defense, 50% crit, 50% dodge, additional to 70% chance to be a super. 200% defense when receiving an attack, we love that. Then 300% attack and another 200% defense when attacking. Oh, wow, then as a second or third attacker in the turn, 259% attack and defense, 20% crit, and 30% dodge. Seems pretty good so far. Then if HP is 70% or less, 259% attack and 50% crit. And when receiving an unarmed super, he has a 70% chance to nullify it. So it seems like they just basically gave him a bunch of stats here, huh? I mean, yeah, we're now really getting in the point where characters are modern characters that are covered in like dodge and crit and these abilities. Like, look how similar he is. Back in the day, like, this is why at Dokkan, for the most part, they're not going to recapture the difficulty of like original Red Zone unless they straight up make it the most toxic, like ridiculous fight ever. Turn 1, locking, bombs, AoE, like they got to lean into that because our characters are so good and so complete compared to back in the day. You'd get, 50% attack at the start of turns. That means you weren't allowed to get defense or some shit, right? Nowadays, all these characters have everything. And this is a 2023 character who, these characters have, like, at least, like, solid, like, kits already where they've got these abilities. So they just gave him a stat increase. Pretty much. Okay. Sure. So, I mean, right now, full dodge build. We'll see what the standby looks like. So he gets 50% attack and defense for one turn and does immense damage on his super attack effect. All right, so his standby, I don't remember this off the top of my head. He could do this if HP is 70% or less from turn 3 or turn 6. Okay, turn 6. Damn. So, I mean, I mean, that's a lot of the fight to just kind of be sitting in this, where he's not really doing that much. This feels like he should probably have some support as well to me. I don't see why we couldn't have, super class allies, 2 key, 30% attack and defense for 2 turns. It seems like he should have that. Okay, so again, pretty basic. Let's see what the standby looks like. So, unable to attack, 359% attack and defense. All allies 3 key, 59% attack and defense. Scouter, 70% dodge, which is good. 200% defense when receiving an attack. 59% damage reduction when receiving an attack in the turn. For his first 2 rotations, 259% attack and defense. 20% dodge. When HP is 70% or less, 259% attack, 20% dodge. And when the finish effect is activated, 859% attack and then guaranteed dodge for the rest of the turn. Yeah, this is interesting because this is like his same kit. Yeah, this is really interesting. It's mostly like he's just the same thing. It's just the numbers are way higher. Wow. Okay. They did extend this to 4 turns. That gives them 2 guaranteed rotations. That's useful. And then his finish is when he gets targeted by a super, right? Yeah. Master attack temporarily, nullifies it, counters a ferocious power, and does a guaranteed crit. Okay. That is good though. Like this guy's the freest, just full dodge, like, right? Like, I just spam dodge on the kid. Okay. I mean, we'll use him. I don't know. He probably will be very good. The fact that they like literally all they did was give him stats. This is crazy, right? Like it's just they just give him stats. He doesn't have like any new abilities, right? He does get the defense when receiving attacks now, but he's not like actually having new abilities. That's very interesting. So, I mean, it's just we're easing a character who just has... Because these are going to be the most recent characters EZA'd, by the way. I mean, these are December of 2023, right? So this is by far the latest characters to EZA. That's very interesting. I don't know, man. Looking at this kit, like how little they gave him, it makes me think he's going to be pretty good. Because thinking about it, I mean, we still could have toyed around with the idea of using this guy, right? Because he's dodge in phase 1. And, people sometimes will be like, oh my God, dodge or die or something like that. But that just means you age better too, right? Because then you could actually avoid those hits. And then with the standby, he does have the guaranteed nullification of the super, which for the most part is how you're going to lose. So, I mean, outside of dodge canceling, this guy looks probably very good. We'll see. We'll see. I think the biggest detriment to him would probably be, like, if we don't get HP under 70% for him on, like, turn 3 or 4 or something for him to transform. Like, it's just, most of the fight, he just says Mr. Generic Man. Right? Like, Mr. Generic guy. The one thing that's really helpful, though, unarmed super, I mean, they spam the fuck out of those these days. So, that's good. That is good. Okay, alright, so there's Dragon Fist, who, again, yeah, just only stats, basically, for his EZA. Really crazy. Okay. Alright, then we have Hirudegarn. Now, Hirudegarn is a character... historically, I feel like I've had favorable dodge luck, we could say. I routinely see people, like, again, like, I'm kind of, like, in the shadows just seeing what people are saying, but a lot of times I try not to comment. But, like, I see people being like, oh, yeah, we can't all have Truth's dodge luck. And it's like, okay, well, I'm cursed to always get additional normals, but my dodge luck is strong, right? But Hirudegarn is a character who just would not work for me. He would just die. Like, no matter what, like if the character like there's characters that just don't work for people. Like, bro, like we got him with the full dodge build, we're putting him in the right spots, and that boy is just dying. Like, so, for some people, some of these characters are like that, right? Like I do it is true. I do believe it, because Hirudegarn is mine, where no matter what, he never ever got the job done. Hirudegarn. I remember toying around with him recently, because again, both Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Hirudegarn are dodge characters, which means they'll age better. I was using this guy a little bit with Golden Frieza and Gogeta's team. Now, movie hero and movie bosses are, strong setups right now. So, I mean, we'll say this guy could help Daima Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And then he also could help Beast, which is solid. All right, Hirudegarn, here we go. Let's see. Brutal Beatdown, Berserker, Big Bad Bosses, Revival, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle. Brain, is he on Metal Cooler's team? He's not. Power, Absorption, Terrifying Conqueror. So this is a Cell Max character. Let's look at this. Yeah, bro. Okay, wow. He's meant for Cell Max. Okay. Sure. Brutal Beatdown, Berserker, Big Bad Bosses, Revival, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle. Pretty basic, okay. Activates his intro, 4 key, 200% attack and defense for 5 turns, 70% crit for 5 turns, 250% attack and defense, and then 70% dodge. There's another movie boss. Okay, well, yeah, there you go. Or storied figure ally. Yeah. Storied figure, dude, for sure. For sure. Maybe Tapian and Minosha will EZA in the celebration, maybe. 15% dodge for 4 turns, 60% damage reduction. That does push for 1 turn, okay. So it does push him up to 85% dodge, which is quite good, right? When attacking, 250% attack. After getting hit or evading, he gets a guaranteed additional super permanently. Okay. Yeah, I remember that was only in the turn previously, right? Yeah. Yep. Right here. For every attack dodge, 50% defense up to 150%. And then he gets a 50% defensive stack here. Previously, he was at 30%. The defensive stack is not, like, that shit don't matter. It's just dodge. Okay. I mean, in base, probably not gonna help too much. I mean, he's just kind of sitting. I mean, I don't know. Cell Max early on is easy to go in slot 1. We do have the metal coolers and stuff, right? I mean, I guess Hirudegarn could slot into the team in a role of we use him when we need to use him, I guess. Okay. So what's his transformation again? We could do it in HP 70% or less, 3rd turn start of battle, or 6th turn start of battle. Okay. Damn, dude. Fuck, dude. These, like, turn 6s for both of these guys. I mean, not lovely. Remember, the thing about HP conditions, you get it when you get it with these HP conditions. Sometimes we'll have it, sometimes we won't. All right. Okay. So, Hirudegarn, this guy could be quite good, though. So, if you guys are curious, I see so much complaining about this guy. And I actually learned something recently about him that I didn't even know either. So people will always forever, I think, just be mad at this guy right here because of the way it's this right here. This ability triggers when Daima Vegeta does 3 attacks in battle, but it like has a cooldown turn. So you get him turn 1, you do 3 attacks in battle. So then on turn 3, the next turn, he'll give allies 50% crit. And then it only gets them up to 50% crit within the turn. So a character that, like, is critting lower than that, like, he'll bump them up a bit. But a character that's critting over that, he's not actually going to give them crit support. So, like, they restricted this heavily. But then it gets a cooldown turn. So it's like you trigger it on turn 1. It's active on turn 3. Turn 5, it's on cooldown. And then you can reactivate it for turn 7 is the way it works. So it's like a lot of the fight you don't have that active. the way I understand it, this guy kind of gets hoed, because if they made it to where it could trigger every single turn, then Hirudegarn would have 100% dodge at all times. Right, which I get, they don't want to do that. So they would need to like really change this up. I mean, to me, like the crit support is good, but this guy's value is always this right here. His ability to do 3 or 4 EX supers in a turn is unbelievable. This is game changing if you can get it off, right? Okay, so Hirudegarn. 4 key, 300% attack and defense at the start of turn. Additional the 70% chance to be a super. 70% dodge, 70% crit. Perfect. Okay. So again, this guy, both Dragon Fist and Hirudegarn, brain turned off, full dodge build. Like there's just no if, ands, or buts. Their only value is if they're dodging. I'm sorry. When there's another movie boss or story figure ally in the turn, super effective against all types. Wait. And then he gets this 15% dodge for 4 turns, but... Wow. Okay. That's crazy. That is actually nuts shit. Because then 250% attack when attacking, 150% defense when receiving an attack. Remember, even stacking defense and shit, he's probably just going to get blown away the first time he gets touched. Keep that in mind. 150% attack and defense is the first attacker on the turn. That's not really an issue. After he gets hit or dodges, he gets a permanent additional. For every attack dodge, 10% crit, 10% dodge. Crit? Is that new? Yes, it is. Damn, dude. And then, yeah, here you go. Every time he evades 3 or more attacks in battle, he has guaranteed dodge the next turn. But, I mean, this guy's is ridiculous. So, he starts out at 85% dodge. You dodge once, and he's at 95%. And then if you dodge a third time, he's at 100% dodge, and then next turn he has 100% dodge. So, at like, this is crazy that they gave him this 15%. He did not have that in base. That's crazy. That makes this guy insane to me. Once you transform with him, this guy is unbelievable looking to me. Probably gonna go attack equips on him though. Yeah, I like the defense sounds good, but he's just gonna get fucking slaughtered. Dragon Fist, I'll give him defense and dodge. Hirudegarn, I'm probably gonna give him attack and dodge. Attack and dodge equips, I think, for Hirudegarn. Because it sounds good, like, oh, we get 150% defense right there, and we got defense right there. He'll get fucking one shot, dude. Like, come on. He's not guarding or has damage reduction, so defense is pointless on him. Hirudegarn seems fucking crazy to me, actually. It's kind of like, I think his, like, base is kind of just, like, whatever, like, not really too crazy. He's gonna have a high dodge chance, but, like, he could get hit, I guess. But it's like, once you go into this guy, whew, there's gonna be very few windows for this guy to get hit. It's when this guy gets hit, you're really gonna feel it, because it's such a small chance. Hirudegarn seems really good to me. People do the thing, oh, of course you like him, he's dodge. So it's like, well, yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. They drop fucking Cell Max boss, and it's like, depending, you get to the Cell Max early, and most characters just die. Like, it's like they drop harder and harder content. You know, dodge is the great equalizer here. Wow, Hirudegarn seems nuts to me. 50% attack for 3 turns, 50% defense for 1 turn, immense damage to the enemy, and then lowers enemy attack and defense. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, they seem good. I think that this is a good drop right here. Both of these characters, Dragon Fist and Hirudegarn, right now, because this guy can be used alongside Mini Daima Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then he will be on Beast Gohan's team, and Hirudegarn works to buff Cell Max as well. So this kind of does work to help the TDC characters, which is good. Not mad at that at all. So let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all Next time.